What's up, my YouTube family? Sergeant Graybeard with the Gaming Brigade, back with another Division 2 video. Today is Wednesday, August 25th, and as always, I hope this message finds you healthy and safe. In today's video, my friends, I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite ways to farm for XP in the game when these global events are live. As most of you know, you can gain stars during these events, not only with the daily challenges, but for every shade level you gain as well. Now, if you happen to be new here, first of all, welcome. Secondly, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of our gaming family. And if you enjoyed this or found it helpful at all, take a quick second and hit that like button. It really does help us out. Finally, as most of you know, we have giveaways here, and our current one is for an Xbox Series S, and all you need to do to enter is either subscribe here or follow us on Twitter. Either way is fine. The winner will be announced on October 2nd of this year, and once again, to clarify, you do not need to join as a member in order to enter the Xbox giveaway. We do have monthly prizes for membership. However, for the Xbox, again, just subscribe here or follow on Twitter. With that being said, let's get into today's video. As I start this thing off, I want to make sure I mention once again that this video is really geared towards new and returning players. Let's say you play on challenging, you're on borderline between that and heroic. You know, if you're a player that can get through a heroic mission in like 5 minutes with 4 directives, this is not the video for you. With that being said, let's go over a few details really quick in regards to rewards. So you can see here, this is your regular reward track. You're going to get a cash for every different tier that you accomplish while the event is going on. However, the daily challenges also give you a ton of stars, and keep in mind, you can swap between the days anytime you want. You can see here at the bottom of the page, it says track day 1 challenges or track day 2 challenges. That's all that's open right now because we're only into the second day. You can see I haven't done anything on day 2 yet. However, all you need to do to track them is highlight it, push down on the directional stick, and once again, you can swap between these anytime you want for the entire week. Now, as I've said, the main reason we're doing all of this is to earn stars, because during this event, the stars are your currency that you use to buy different caches in the game. Now, you can hold an unlimited amount at a time, but remember, after a week, the stars expire, so make sure you spend them before the week is over. One of the questions I get at the channel when these events are live is, what should you buy with these stars? Now, obviously, if you're looking for an exotic, you have exotic caches. However, 2 of the most popular ones, or I guess 3 if you count exotic, are the legacy caches and the named caches as well. Now, the reason people like buying those last 2 caches has to do with the fact that in the legacy and in the named caches, you can get Dark Zone exclusive items. So for the players who do not like going into the DZ, this is a great way to get some gear that normally you may not be able to get. With all that being said, let's now get into the farming for XP aspect of the video itself. And as most of you know, when you open up your map, you have so many different ways to farm for XP in the game. You have missions, you have control points, you have bounties, you have resource convoys, patrols, elite territory controls. However, today, we're going to be focusing on the regular territory control. And while some of the previous ways I just mentioned can get you more XP in one attempt, for me, these territory controls are perfect because once you find one that you become really proficient at, like the one I'm going to show you first, you can rip through them in no time and gain a lot of XP really, really fast. Now, to give you a baseline of the type of XP you can earn when doing this, I'm going to do it on challenging with 3 directives, and that will net me about 200,000 XP in about 30 seconds of gameplay. Now, when we're talking about the global event itself with Guardians, always remember, go for the Guardian first. He's the one with the yellow icon. Once you've taken him out, you can then just mow through the other ones, and the reason why I choose these territory controls are for a few reasons. First of all, they're in a stationary location. I don't need to worry about them moving around on the map. But secondly, like I said a moment ago, once you become proficient and you know the timing of these guys, you're going to get through it in no time. You can see once this area is clear, I pick up the key, I go over to the cache, you'll see the XP that I earn up top. Now it says 194,000, but keep in mind you're adding the XP you're earning from killing NPCs, things like that. Now all you do at this point, you can see the territory control is gone. I'm going to reset my control points and then it should be there on the map again. And the main reason I say should show up again is because some of these areas spawn a little bit differently. So my suggestion is look around the map, find a territory control that you like that has a very short travel time, pick that one, and if you're able to do it over and over again, just keep hitting it up because again, you're going to stack that XP. Now, the reason I'm letting all of the gameplay play out, including the travel time, is to show you how quickly you can earn XP using this method. So I'll be showing you about 3 minutes of gameplay, and during that time, I'll earn well over 600,000 XP. Which actually brings me back to talking about something I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and that was for people who can get through heroic missions, in 4 or 5 minutes, just rip through them. That's awesome. And when you do the math, so for instance, if you were going to do a heroic mission, a mission, heroic difficulty 4 directives, you're getting about 700 and let's say 50,000 XP. Now let's say that you can rip through the thing, and on average you're getting through it in about 8 minutes. I think that's a fair number for a really, decent time. Let's say 8 minutes heroic 4 directives. You're getting that 750,000 XP, somewhere along those lines. On challenging, doing this method with these actual territory controls, once you find a spot that you become really proficient at, you're going to be able to rip through it in less than 2 minutes. So in that 8 minutes of gameplay, you're actually gaining over 800,000 XP. And not only that, again, it's challenging difficulty. So for new and returning players, it gives you that option of earning a lot of XP really fast. And keep in mind, my friends, you can use this method on any difficulty with as many directives or none. It doesn't really matter. Again, play to your game style. I recommend putting together run and gun build because you want to make sure you can rip through the thing really quick. In my opinion, it's all about time management. So again, regardless of difficulty, these are great spots to hit. Now, obviously, the higher the difficulty, the more directives, the more XP you're going to get, and the better loot you'll probably get as well. However, for me, when I'm doing this serves a purpose. This is just about farming for XP. I'm not worried about loot. It's about time management, and again, getting as much XP as quickly as I can. Most of you know that have been here for a while. You know my main goal at this channel is to create that environment where gamers work together. So as always, if you have any tips or tricks you want to pass along, please let me know in the comment section down below. Keep in mind, the main goal on this video is to try to help people out who are not, let's say capable of running those heroic things on their own with directives. It's kind of trying to give people an idea who are on that fence between challenging and heroic, a great way to, earn those stars, get better gear, and hopefully gain more experience and increase their difficulty. And as I start to wrap this video up, I'm showing you one more territory control I love to hit up because of its location and how the NPC spawn. It's a great place. Again, once you learn it, you can get through it really quick. And, for me, like I said, having a stationary location really helps. One final thing I'd like to mention really quick in regards to the territory controls. If you clear one and then you go to your map, you reset your control points, and when you open up your map again, it's not there. After 1 or 2 attempts, if it doesn't respawn, find a different one because you don't want to waste time trying to find something that isn't spawning on a regular basis. On that note, my friends, I'm going to start to wrap this thing up. As always, I want to thank you all for your continued support and remind you, if you have any questions or comments or feedback, you need any tips on how to farm for things during this event, please let me know in the comment section down below. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this thing, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. We would love for you to be a part of what we're doing. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well. It really does help us out. But most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.